This is today out of Newsmax. Guess where Obama is with no fanfare and no speeches? Obama is in New Zealand for meetings, golf, but no public talks. And who's he meeting with? I wonder who. The Associated Press reports former President Barack Obama arrived Wednesday for a 3-day visit to New Zealand, where he'll speak with community leaders, meet the Prime Minister, and play golf. The sessions will be closed to the public and media except for an official welcome ceremony Thursday. Obama does not plan to answer questions from reporters. And then it just goes on to what he's going to be doing there, meeting with community leaders, business leaders, and the Prime Minister, and to work with the Obama Foundation. That means the Obama Foundation building him an armored fortress as an escape.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
It was 9 years ago that I was having dinner with a Hollywood producer, and they were telling me about working with James Cameron, but that it was hard to get the projects done, dealing with holograms and all sorts of new movie theater experiences, because he wasn't even sure there was going to be a future civilization that would have things like Hollywood. And that he and other rich billionaires were setting up like an alternate government in New Zealand, but also areas like Tasmania. Another alternate site is Kauai, Hawaii. Now, you got next year's news today here. But here's the issue. Most people aren't billionaires. They don't have $100 million. They don't have any of that. And so they're moving to Montana, Wyoming, Utah, Idaho, and they are building armored redoubts. And the reason they're doing that is I then told you 6 years ago, I ran into a lady that's a billionaire, a defense contractor, and among other things. And she was leaving towards that same area of the world, putting her money in the Cook Islands, but moving to Tasmania. And she said there won't be a U.S. here in 5 to 6 years. Well, Trump came along, we stopped it, but they plan a total worldwide meltdown, civil war, mass starvation. They've prepared the human mind with all the zombie movies and zombie shows. The Marines and Army have been training for 5 years to mow down zombies. That means mass attacks, human wave attacks of starving people. That's mainstream news. Look it up. Marines and Army trained to take on zombies. That's the cover for just mowing down crowds of people. You're like, oh, what are you, anti-Marine? I'm anti-globalist, putting us in a position where the Marines and Army are training for societal collapse. So here's the deal. My own instincts say I should be in Montana or something and digging in with a transmission system there and alternately going in between. Because when the hammer drops, a war could trigger it, stock market collapse. We're talking weeks till the EBT cards don't work and everything blows sky high. And I could go on for hours describing this. The globalists are then going to shoot out transformers all over the country. They're going to then foment Antifa and communists pouring out, burning down buildings, attacking police stations, so civilization breaks down. They're going to have package bombs going off just every day in every major city. We've told you this is all coming. I don't know if this is a psyop by the globalist here with some patsy they've cut out. Who knows? But I know this. Here's the article up on Infowars.com. D.C. officials flocked to doomsday camps. What do they know that we don't? Washington, D.C. government officials are flocking to doomsday camps around the country, which, of course, begs the question, what do they know that we do not? And it goes to the Washington Examiner, and, of course, I show you the New York Times, Washington Post. You know, elites prepare for doomsday. Elites dig in. Elites move to Montana. Elites move to New Zealand. Elites build private, high-altitude, long runways. Some of them are even moving to northern Canada, 500 miles from anybody. I mean, it's on. And they're there, and they're scared because of the biotech, the bioweapons, just everything, the carrying load of the planet. Not because of carbon dioxide, but other issues. So it's going on. According to the Washington Examiner, A building network of backwoods doomsday camps around the country are pulling in members from affluent areas and even Washington national security officials as threats grow of nuclear war, EMP, and it goes on from there. Dubbed the Fortitude Ranch. So that's just one article, but let me give you the real article. This is today out of Newsmax. Guess where Obama is with no fanfare and no speeches? Obama is in New Zealand for meetings, golf, but no public talks. And who's he meeting with? I wonder who. The Associated Press reports. Former President Barack Obama arrived Wednesday for a 3-day visit to New Zealand, where he'll speak with community leaders, meet the Prime Minister, and play golf. The sessions will be closed to the public and media except for an official welcome ceremony Thursday. Obama does not plan to answer questions from reporters. And then it just goes on to what he's going to be doing there, meeting with community leaders, business leaders, and the Prime Minister. And to work with the Obama Foundation. That means the Obama Foundation building him an armored fortress as an escape. And yes, I can tell you for certain that's the main escape base. We broke it 9 years ago, and I was told once I knew that, talking to some other top lawyers and top producers, some of these guys have made billions. These are some of the biggest names. And they got scared at one meeting where they thought they were being pitched to picking up a big movie. And Mark Cuban was involved, and some of it came out in the news. Mark Cuban's on the phone. Mark Cuban's on the phone while this is going on. This is a big meeting. And I brought up people going to New Zealand, and they flipped out. And when I said, hey, be safe, have a good one, that's a Texas saying, the one producer goes, are you threatening me? And totally got scared and started shaking, thinking I was in the CIA, because Hollywood's overrun with that. And I was like, these people are paranoid loons, man. I'm like, dude, I'm saying, be safe. You know, you're driving in a car. We had a good meeting. But I asked them about the meeting I'd had a few months before with the producer that works with Cameron, and you'd have thought I was a ghost. There it is. Silicon Valley super rich heads south to escape from global apocalypse. London Guardian. Oh, how many years after I told you that? I remember, I like Mark Dowd. He's a really smart guy, but he kind of memorialized. He attacked me when I first broke all this. We were kind of in a spat then, but you can look those up. You're like, Jones claims this is happening, you know. Well, I don't know. I don't claim it. It's true. So I'm saying, get the news today that you'll get in 9 years. Not just tomorrow news today. Peter Thiel gains New Zealand's leadership as tech elites preps for doomsday. Elites, 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 elites. Prep for doomsday. And what does Elon Musk tell you? He's got a place in New Zealand. He tells you the decision's been made, we'll cover it when we come back, to end humanity as we know it, bring in a world government, and exterminate you and your family on the altar of AI gods, close quote. The exact words of Endgame. E-N-D, game, G-A-M-E, end game. Blueprint for global enslavement, 10 years old this year. You might want to go watch it for free. They've tried to remove it. I had to send lawsuit threats to YouTube pointing out that I own it, I own the music, I produced it all, everything, it's mine. A group connected to Soros makes claims on it. They don't want you to see it. Oh, the New Yorker, doomsday prep for the super rich. There you go. They know something you don't know. They got something planned for you, something they call love but confess. They've been a messing where they shouldn't have been messing. The rest of the story on the other side of this break. Please spread the word.
You know, someone very profoundly once said many years ago that if fascism ever comes to America, it'll come in the name of liberalism.
You're a white man! You're a white man!
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
Someone very profoundly once said many years ago that if fascism ever comes to America, it'll come in the name of liberalism.
This young generation who scream words like fascist have actually themselves become the fascists.
You guys are the fascists! You're all the fascists!
You're a white male!
I just wish that somebody would create like some kind of a safe space where we can all just go and fucking hate.
You're a fucking white man who gets to do whatever he wants to in this space, right? You need to get out.
I actually don't.
All right. Hey, who wants to help me get this reporter out of here? I need some muscle over here.
Donald J. Trump is now President of the United States.
So the question is, are social justice warriors mentally ill, or are they just stupid?
When your emotions control your actions, it affects not only yourself, but the people around you.
There are over 7 million mentally ill and emotionally disturbed children in America.
It has to be a joke. I cannot believe this is happening. I'm literally about to kill myself, and I'm not kidding. You better fix this right now.
Get the out of here!
Jeff's losing control of himself.
Get your phone away. What? Quit recording. What?
The madder he gets, the worse it becomes.
Get the away!
You couldn't help interrupting, could you?
I have Martha here. I don't know children. I love Satan.
You added nothing to that conversation.
These are some of Tommy's drawings that the school sent over. There's an awful lot of hate in them.
I am a nasty woman. Like your wet dreams infused with your own genes, but yeah, I'm a nasty woman. Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing, bing, bing.
Nourish a probiotic-friendly environment in your gut with Prebiotic Fiber by Infowar Life. Help the good bacteria thrive and support overall digestive health with our specially formulated prebiotic fiber, a mixture of clinically studied and organic acacia, fruit, and flax fiber. Prebiotic fiber is soluble fiber that ferments in the gut to help feed good bacteria, which helps you digest food, absorb nutrients, and even support your immune system. Infowar Life's cutting-edge formula only brings you the highest quality, organic, and clinically studied ingredients. Cheap prebiotic fibers are used up only at the beginning of the colon, but our premium organic acacia fiber is slowly digested by the good bacteria throughout the entire colon for maximum prebiotic effect. Head to InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139.